There we go. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm just going to bring up my phone so I can check on the status here, make sure everything's going good. Videos. And I think I'm good to go. Yeah. Alrighty. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Again, we are on our channel, Vintage Dust by George G. We are having an auction tonight. And the weather today was actually fantastic. 80s, sunny, dry, nice breeze. And I got my fan going right now to keep it cool in here because there's no air conditioning in this room this year. I've got to get a new one. And I spent most of the day at the dealership getting my truck serviced. So unfortunately, I didn't get to enjoy much of the weather. But we have plenty more of those coming. So, and speaking of coming events, I probably will not have an auction for the next 2 weeks. Next week, we'll be getting ready to go on our trip, and the week after that, we'll be on our trip. So, we get all things, pretty much taken care of. We think going to be on the ocean and going to enjoy ourselves. And it's a long trip to get where we're going to go. So, tonight today's the 3rd, which means that Burlington, Vermont, is near where I live. This is the biggest city in Vermont, and they're having their fireworks on the 3rd. They always have one on the 3rd. They have probably the biggest fireworks display in the state, and it gets crazy crowded. I haven't gone in years and years. They probably get well over 20,000 people, which is a lot for us. And what they do is they run buses. You can't park near it. You've got to, unless you live near there. You go up to UVM, University of Vermont, and park over at their field house, and then they take shuttle buses running back and forth. And then when we did that years ago, it actually is pretty efficient. I have to give them kudos for that. They do a good job. So I don't think we'll hear it from here. I probably could hear it if I was in my backyard. The booms. Wouldn't be able to see it from here. There's too many mountains in the way. But excuse me. But but they do a nice display. You can watch it live. It is streamed live on YouTube actually, and it starts usually around 9:30 or so. We're going to go tomorrow to a smaller town nearby that does. Our town's too small to sponsor something like that. So excuse me. I'm going to mute for a second while I catch myself a drink of water. I don't know what's all of a sudden. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so we're going tomorrow night. We leave doggy at home because it's too scary for dogs to be there. But we'll probably go to some friends tomorrow. They have a pool. My daughter has a pool too, so I'm not sure. We'll be one or the other or both. And then we'll go and then we'll bring doggy home and let her be here where it's quiet and she'll be safe. But yeah, they got a pretty good turnout at the Richmond where we go. Sometimes we go to Essex, but they say they probably get a couple thousand people, maybe. I don't know, in that range, 1,000 to 2,000 people. So pretty good turnout. So it might be more than that. I really have no idea. I'm kind of guessing. But anyway, they do a good job. Okay, so I put it in the comments. This is if you're new, please email me. My email's on the bottom of the screen here if you don't see it in the chat. But if you're new, please email me your YouTube name if it's different from your real name, and PayPal info and your shipping address. So we can do that. We do bidding increments of $1 or more, up to $10. After $10, it's $2 increments. And I don't worry about beyond that. We don't generally have items that are running into hundreds of dollars. Try to keep it affordable. Yes, I still haven't got a test kit yet. I know for testing silver into gold. I think I have one for gold actually somewhere, but I have to dig it out and see if it's still good. Because I have to order one. I'll probably do that when I get back from vacation. Use pirate ship and voice through PayPal. Let me see what else. I can use Cash App or Venmo. I have accounts there, so sometimes people prefer that, and that's okay. We can make arrangements. You just gotta let me know. But okay, and let me see, what else am I forgetting here? I guess that's about it. Yeah. So I did post a video out last week of the 1921 Victorola that my wife purchased, and then needed some minor mechanical repair. Anybody's curious about it, I didn't say much in the video about what I did to it, but it wasn't too much work. Unfortunately, there are people on eBay that have the parts. So crazy as that sounds. And it sounds great. If you haven't watched the video, it's short. I think I talk more than play. I may put another video out there of just the music without me talking, and just so you get a better feel for what it sounds like. It is loud when it plays. So surprisingly, for something that has no electronics whatsoever, and it sounds really good. So I think that's pretty much it to bring you up to date. Yes. So let's get switched over to the other camera and get started. And oops, my camera's kind of out of whack here. Let's fix that. I bumped it when I was setting up. That happens. Pardon my hands and my clipboard here. And now what? So, all right, let's bring these little guys up close. And that's my inventory tag. So just excuse that. Yes. So if you haven't seen this before, I'm still not happy where that camera is. A little closer, a little better lighting. There we go. These two boxes out of the way. These are kind of there. I'm over here on this side, so they're not exactly in the way. All right. So this is Brother Juniper. There's a whole series of these little statues out there. And you can see it says on the bottom, what's your average? And you can see the guy's not really holding a bowling ball. He's holding a ball. So he's supposed to be a very innocent little monk, apparently. So, so this is Brother Juniper. I did look him up. And I'm surprised. These are, I don't know how collectible they are, but I know what people were asking for them. So I was going to set this at, we'll say $10, I guess, to start, if anybody's interested. That is way below the market price for what I've seen for some of these. So, but anyway, we'll get started there. And then we'll get into the jewelry in a bit. I have mostly jewelry tonight, for those that are curious, and for those that are joining later. So yeah, we'll get there. I just want to get some of this stuff out of the way and give people time to get in here, and so we have a little bit of an audience. But there's Brother Juniper. So, and I thought it was cute, and you can see his. There's the sticker of the what focus. There we go. Publisher syndicate by the Shafford Company. It says 1958, Brother Juniper. I don't know if that's the year this was made, or if it says made in Japan, by the way. And there's a number on it, or if that's just the year of the company. So I'm not going to tell you that that's from 1958, but I do believe it is somewhat vintage from the ones I've seen out there. And so he's in excellent condition. That's the back. Yeah, if there's any interest in Brother Juniper, I was going to say pass. I'm not going to prolong this one too much. Just thought I'd get it started somewhere. The other thing I have, before, just a few things. Anybody interested in acquire? This is brand new. It's from the Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. 20 laser cut note cards. And let me we'll start this at $7, let's say. And I'll show you the box is new, but the box is never. You can see everything's still sealed in plastic. My inventory dead again. You see everything. The envelopes are all there, still in there with that paper wrapper on it, and note cards. You can see the laser. If you can make out get the light turned away, so it's not quite so strong. There, get that glare off of there. You can think in the camera. You can sort of see that there's a laser cut there. It's a little bit of light on there. So it's the blue is behind the image of the angel. So, and according to the back, there are 4 different ones. One you saw on the top there was the one with the harp, one with the trumpet. Light back on again. And those other 2 there, which one with a wreath of olive branch, and one with the they're carrying anything. But anyway, that's the laser. That's the note cards. So it's not that old in the sense because it does have a barcode on there. So put the cover on. No, the cover's on correct. So, but that is Choir of Angels, Museum of Fine Arts in Boston. We'll pass on that. Okay. And the final item that I'm going to show, that's not jewelry. I do have some other. I have 1 or 2 other non-jewelry items, but most of it was going to see from here on in is going to be mostly jewelry. So this is a Vino Pop wine opener. Just push, pump, and pop. It comes with a wine opener, a bottle top aerator, a foil cutter, a vacuum sealer, and a storage bag. And I believe it's brand new. It says as seen on TV. So I think this goes back a ways. 2000, no, not too bad. 2017. And it's got this little Velcro thing so you can see the inside, all the pieces in there. So, pop. We'll start this at, I want to just get it out there. Let's say $4 and see if anybody's interested at $4. But, yeah, if not, we'll move on. Boy, I gotta figure out how to cut that. I gotta cut that intensity down. See if that helps. Yeah, it helped a lot, didn't it? Okay. Okay, we'll pass on this. Get that out of the way. Oh, I didn't meant to say this at the beginning, but almost everything you're seeing tonight is from an estate that I have been asked to help clear out, and so all this jewelry comes from this estate, and okay, and so I've tried to be almost all. I say there's some stuff that's not. Give you an example. I have these 2 brand new Timex watch straps in the original packaging. Let me bring my camera up and focus it down because I think it works better that way to show these. There. And I'll show them up close each on the camera. They still have the original price on. This one was going for $887. This one was going for $987. They're brand new. One says right on it, genuine leather. Well, camera's sliding down. There we go. Sorry about that. And I will ask choice of watch. What's they call them? Watch straps. With $4. Buy it now. So technically, because it's related to a watch, it sort of is related to jewelry. Obviously, this one's. Let me get this turned back up again. This is. It says it's leather, genuine leather. 18 millimeter is the length. I'm assuming, or maybe the width. I guess that's the width. And manufacturing the license of Vogue Strap, Timex Corporation. It is a Timex product that was been manufactured. It says it's called the Easy Pin. Fits all brands. That's that one. And then this one is a new expansion band. Easily adjusted fit all wristwatches. And this one is 10 to 14 millimeter. With a twist. Free spring bars, it says on the bottom. Maybe that's why I don't want more. Anyway, if anybody needs a black, or this one's sort of a brown. Doesn't say if it's leather. Does on here? No, it doesn't. Same company. Any interest in either of those for $4? Okay. And let's see. I'm going to stick with some of the unusual stuff in the beginning. Maybe some of the non-jewelry, not directly jewelry stuff, but not necklaces and earrings and that kind of stuff. So, all right, we'll pass on those. I think I will continue. I'll go until I run out of what I have shown the planned stuff. But I don't know if I've got a full 2 hours worth of stuff tonight. We'll see. We're moving along pretty quickly here, so we'll see how it goes. All right. I have this commemorative coin. And again, this is not a jewelry item, but it is from Pope John Paul II's visit. It comes with a little tag here. It says, official commemorative medallion of the papal visit to New York on October 2nd and 3rd in 1979. And I believe these are brass. It has been handled some, so it's not mint, but there's no wear on it per se. But just you can tell someone's been handling this besides me. And I think, let me see, Pope John Paul coin. Oops, missed the P on Paul. Oh, we'll start this at $4 if it's any interest at all. Again, if somebody comes into this later or watches this video after it's done and posted out there on YouTube, if it's not marked sold, go ahead and email me and let me know if you're interested. I'm always willing to help out that way. Okay, well, we'll pass on that. Move it aside. Okay, let's start with some jewelry. Straight here. Trying to find something for a good start. I think I'll display this one on the board. And let me get the length in this and make my camera repositioned. There we go. My stick. Need it in foot stick, not the other one. That looks like it's going to be 24-inch necklace, blue beaded necklace. Not hanging in here. Just a minute. So, this might be Sodalite. I'm putting a question mark because I don't, I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely cold. Right, you hold it, it's cold or chip, and I'll show it up close. You'll see why I think it's Sodalite. We'll start this at $6. How's that? So, I lost my pen. There it is. Get this clipboard out of the way. Here we go. Okay, let's show this thing up close. So you can see the silver tone beads mixed in. I'm going to show you the clasp. It is marked. It does say, what does it say? Hang on, I have to get my loop. My eyes aren't good enough anymore to read that. It's marked STER. I'll see if I can get that to show on camera. Right there. On the clasp. So maybe the clasp is possibly sterling. Obviously, the rest of it is some type of stone. I'm pretty confident that this is not glass. You can see the irregularities that Sodalite would have, and it's definitely the right color for Sodalite. And then you have these beads here that they don't feel. I don't believe the beads are. I think they're just a silver tone bead. They're way too light to be considered anything else. But it's a 24-inch, so it's nice in. And I think that's a good start for some of the jewelry and a good price. Anybody's interested in this Sodalite necklace, 24-inch, like I said. Okay, I didn't see there's no extender on it, as you can see, so it's just that's the length, and that's pretty much it. Okay. Look for the next item. I have a pendant. I think, well, we'll see here. I'll show you in a second. Let's pass on this guy and put that away. Nice Sodalite little necklace. I gotta find another way to store some of this stuff. Just give me a second here. Box. Keep them separate from what I'm showing, and I have to keep it separate because it's part of this estate. Okay. I have a gold plated, I'm pretty sure it's gold plated, appears to be seashell. We'll start this one at, it's a pendant. Oh, I didn't say that. Pendant. Dot with a chain. We'll start this at, where did I want this? We'll say $5. Nice. It's quite pretty. I'm going to put it in my hand because that's the easiest way to show it. Almost it focuses. And you can see the edges are all plated. It looks like gold plating. It is not marked though. There is no marking. That's the back. The picture so it doesn't focus on that. I just have a string tied on the top. Very pretty pendant. Basically, just put it on your own chain or whatever. I didn't see any markings on neither the jump ring nor the piece on top. I don't think. I mean, I'll take my loop and double check, but I'll bring it up close and show you on camera. I didn't really see any markings there. There's some little indentation, but I don't think that's a marking. Just a imperfection in the metal, I think. Right. I'm checking the jump ring both sides. No. So, anyway, that is that piece. It is about 1.25 inches. Its longest diameter. Okay. Let's see here. What do we go with next? This one. Again, no markings on a lot of these. If I have a markings of any sort or even a name, I will definitely let you know. The safeties came from the woman who was elderly, passed some time ago. And so I'm suspecting that most of the stuff is going to be vintage. I say that because a lot of the earrings were clip earrings or screwback. So let's pass on this and go on to another necklace. I have a lot of necklaces tonight. A lot of necklaces. Okay, so this one's all, I believe, all glass and or acrylic. This is again, this one I think I'm going to guess that this one's also 24. Yep. And so it has a toggle style clasp. You can see it's a little bit. It's a little clean, probably. And again, I think it shows better in my hand than on the cord. I want to bring it close. You see, it's got a. I don't know what color you would call that. It's sort of. I wouldn't call it lavender, more a plum. I guess I call it a plum color. And it's just got these varying clear, square, and diamond-shaped beads on it. And that one's going to be $6. No, yes, let's go with that. I'm going to call this the plum necklace, just so for reference for somebody, and we'll start this at, let's say $5. Let's keep it interesting. So, again, really nice piece. You got a doll leg in the background. Just realized that. Okay, and while you peruse that one, let me see what else we can come up with here. I'll try and switch back and forth to different things as much as possible. It's not all necklaces, but I do have a lot of necklaces. But I can tell you for sure, this stuff goes back pre-2000. I'm pretty sure most of it is pre-2000. That's not focusing for some reason. There we go. That looks better. Okay, we'll pass on this one and go on to the next item. And again, I'm going to call this a vintage brooch. It is not marked. It is gold tone with a green stone. I think it's a stone. It feels cold to the touch. So it's about 2 inches in diameter and length across. There's the back. Oops, let's get it on camera. There's the back. Sorry, I know the string is in the way sort of there, but there's the back. And the style of clasp it is the little wheel, like the little thing you spin there. That's. I'm not sure what the stone would be. Probably some type of agate, but definitely gold tone. Like I said, no markings. It's got some weight to it. It's not light, not heavy, but it's not light. So let's put that down so I can put it in the chat. Green stone brooch. Oh, tag out of the way there. I think it's vintage. I'm pretty sure it's vintage, actually. We'll start this one at $5. So, that's thinking. We'll set the next guy's set up. And I'll have a necklace and bracelet matching set next. Okay, we'll pass on this. Like I said, I'm just leaving it up long enough so that the lag, any kind of lag we have out there, is accounted for. So put that out of the way. And we're going to put this necklace and matching bracelet. So the necklace, I'm going to guess, is 20-ish, maybe 24 again. Yep, 24 again. So it's blue and a matching bracelet that has a really interesting toggle on it. I'm going to show you here up close in a second. It's going to close the toggle. Look at the little clasp on the toggle. It's got two little crystals in it. And it's a I guess if there's a pattern there or not, I'm not sure in there, but it's definitely something. And the interesting thing about that is it's on both sides of that clasp, the little stones. So, I don't know if I wrote down what I wanted on this one. Bring this up closer here so you can see it. And then we'll put the price in there. And this one's also got a toggle clasp. And it's a combination of, oh no, I did have a tag on there. Somewhere. I just saw it. Anyway. It's a combination of, looks like glass and acrylic. And so it's kind of almost like marble-like, little glass beads in there. And these two here have some kind of a coating on them, maybe. And then there's these other beads here. So it's an interesting piece. And then the bigger white, bigger ones like that. Because it's a set. Let's see. Let's start this at $10. Normally I would say if it's just the earring, if it's just the necklace, I'd say $5, or just the bracelet, I'd say $5. So we'll say 10. How's that sound? For both. Any interest in those? Okay, now let me think here what else we're going to do with this. Oh, yeah. Trying to get the string off of this next one so it doesn't mess up the way it looks. I have to keep track of stuff that's not mine, obviously, so I don't have to tag it all. Okay, we'll pass on this set. And those back. I had them kind of connected together so they wouldn't get separated. My storage. Over there. I have a nice little bracelet, and I want to measure it here first before I put it up, so you know the length before I even show it. And this looks like 8-inch length bracelet, and it's made of peridot, citrine, and amethyst. Come on, I want to show it properly here. Pardon me, I'm not as dexterous as I used to be with my fingers and getting things at clasps done and undone. It's a good thing I'm married. Okay, there we go. I'll show you it too up on the camera here. So you can see the peridot, the citrine, and the amethyst. And clear. So this is what it looks like. Stay in my hand. There we go. Actually, I'm gonna lay it down. I think that would be better. Focus now. There we go. So multi-stone bracelet, 8-inch. So I know some people care about the length. We'll start this at $6. Is there any interest? Next item, ready to go. Okay, we'll pass on that. And we'll move the camera up to another bluish necklace. I'm going to call this a blue iridescent necklace. And this one, I was really surprised when I actually looked this one up, and it was like, wow, this can't be really, people are really asking this much for this thing. But I'm not going to ask that much. I'm going to start this at $8. Oops. I'll tell you right now, that's a fraction of what I was seeing it go for, or what they're asking. I should say what they're asking, because I didn't check to see what they actually sold for. There's the clasp. It's one of those style of clasps where you squeeze the thing and pull it apart there. And then they call it an iridescent. And it's got the little variations of beads throughout. 24-inch again. Purple necklace. It was plum, I think. I guess you call it purple. No, I would say I don't think so. No, I think it's acrylic. I must say acrylic in appearance, because you're talking about this one. Yeah, if it's glass, usually even glass feels cold to the touch. But this does not appear to be glass to me. It's also fairly light. Anyway, if that's the one you're asking about, I'll try and get a good close up. You can see what I mean. Okay. All right. Well, we'll pass on the blue one. Randy, did that answer your question? I hope. The green pin again. Sure. Absolutely. So, just passing on this one. We can. I think, I'm only saying this from the design style. I think the green pin is somewhat vintage, only because of the design style. 50s, 60s, maybe. Is my guess. And then there's the back. Surprising that the back has so much little tiny detail on it. I don't understand that myself. And then the way the pin is fastened. I know that people tell from that a lot. You can tell a lot from that as well. No markings. None that I can find. Some when I looked this one up, some claimed it was European in origin or whatever, but I don't know if that's true or not. But, okay. I hope that helps. Again, let's show you the purple one that you're asking for. Like it's more like a plum, I guess. Maybe there's some purple in there. My wife says I cannot distinguish colors well enough. So I think if you show it up close, you can see it has a bit of a crystalline effect, but it does reflect the light nicely. I'll say that for it. So trying to show it against my skin here so you can see through it. Anyway, okay. Let me know. So, no problem, Randy. I appreciate your asking. I will slow my pace down a bit just in case here. I have this other piece. Even my wife liked this one. She's fussy about jewelry somewhat. This one, I think, feels like glass. But, again, this is another 20, maybe 24. This may be longer than 24. Yeah, I would say 25 or 26 maybe even. Black, but really shiny. Let me get the light on that better. There we go. So, I'm going to call it black 24-inch necklace. $6 start. The guy that I was interacting with from this estate, he basically said, just get what you can. He wasn't being fussy about getting the top dollar or anything like that. So try to pass the savings on to you as much as possible. And this has got a barrel clasp. I think that's what it is. I didn't actually try to take it apart. Or is it? Yeah, it is a barrel clasp. So I've never seen a barrel clasp quite like that one. It's square. It's got the flattened edges. It's interesting. But that one there. It almost looks like hematite, but it doesn't feel cold when I touch it like that. Yeah, I did. Didn't I show the green pin, Andy? I thought I did. If you're talking about this one? Is this the one you're talking about? I think that's the only green pin you can show me. Yep. Yep. Maybe you haven't caught up to where we are in the video yet. I'm guessing. I don't know. I know that some lag, I suspect, in here, but usually it's only between 7 and 10 seconds. Make sure you're still live. Okay, I'll wait a little bit while I think about it and get my stuff in order here. This woman definitely liked blue and white. No, blue. A lot of blue. Is the stone cold to touch? Yes. Not horribly cold, but does feel, yes. We were my wife and I were debating about that. It doesn't, you know how when you hold some cold stones, it just like icy cold. I wouldn't call this icy cold, but then it's so warm up here right now. I don't know if I know the difference. But it definitely, compared to like holding some of the other items, is cold. Okay. All right. Thank you. Let me write that down. I'll write your name on there and pen. That was for 5. Let me put it in the sold green brooch to Randy for $5. I believe that's what I was asking. And I'll put that actually in the box of stuff I've got from last week. So. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So back to the black iridescent necklace. Did I say the price out there? I did. $6 stock. So he said it really does catch the light nicely. It's very interesting how it catches the light. But I wouldn't say it's not warm too much. It's got a little bit of weight to it, but if it's stone, it's throwing me off. All right, we're going to pass on the necklace. And we'll go on to another blue one. This one, my wife calls it the hippie necklace. This one is really long. I think this one is 28 inches. So let me see if we can get the show on here. Okay, yeah, that works. Let me move this stuff out of the way. Now, see, so okay. We call this blue with crystal balls necklace, and don't make fun of me. $6, I think. Yes. Again, this is really, really long. Yeah. Even the clasp, it's got the stars. Let me see if I get that on the camera. There we go. So there's a style of the clasp. Star and the moon. Star on one side, the moon the other side. And if you look at the stars, and these have a face on them, like the moon. And there's these blue beads with little crystals in them. Another star, and this has got the almost kind of a disco ball kind of a look to it, crystal-y. And And these unusual colored beads here, and then dark blue beads. So it's quite a little mixture of things in here. If you're interested in something like that. She calls it that because back in the 60s and 70s, having things like the related to space and stuff was pretty popular with the hippie generation. So it may still be there. Okay. All right. Excuse me. Pause for a second here. Get a sip of water. As I said at the beginning, I hope some of you have been able to zing over and check out my video I put out there of Victorola. I will try and put a music-only video out shortly. And then I'm still trying to work with my wife to get the pictures of and video of the massive dollhouse they worked on. I'd like to get a tour done of that as well. So that'll be kind of cool to do. All right, we'll pass on this. I have a lot of 78s, by the way, which I'm eventually going to put up on the eBay. Anybody's interested in those types of things. Okay, so we're going to get rid of this and get this out of the way and put this with the other pile. And I have this gold tone necklace there, this clasp right there. Very simple. I think it's about 7-inch, I'm going to guess. Just from the way it fits in my hand. Yep, 7-inch. And it's not marked in any way, shape, or form. I have no markings on it at all, but it's very simple. And you could use it maybe for a charm bracelet if you wanted, if you had gold tone charms. But I'm just going to say gold tone bracelet. $3. Anybody's interested. Very pretty. It does have a nice shine to it, but it's not heavy. No, it's definitely not gold. But I thought somebody might be interested in something like that. But hey, I know there are people who prefer to wear gold tone over silver tone, so I'll try to make sure I offer some of that. And I'm going to go to another massive necklace that is, what, I'm not doing that right. Okay, we'll pass on this bracelet. And I've got this, I say massive, I do mean massive, chip necklace, and this is all stone. This is our real stone. This is 34, did I say 30, 32 inch, 32 inches. And I'll show you the stones up close. It's quite a variety of stones. They're all real. Amethyst in there. I'm not sure about some of the others, but I know the amethyst that's the one that's most easily recognizable. So I'm just going to call this a multi-chip stone necklace. 32 inch. We'll start this at $10. I looked these up. These go for a lot because of this, because it's all real stone. So I'll get that to focus a little better if we can. There we go. But a lot of green. Yeah, a lot of green. Which could be Amazonite maybe. There's one of the green. There's one of the stones that are green. All right. Okay. Oops, SP, not SN. B first. I gotta pay attention to my typing. Hey, in the future, I'm hoping to get a new hobby started. I've kind of just dabbled with it recently, but my son-in-law's into prospecting gold, and I've got out some of the equipment, and we decided we might go out and do some. So I might be interesting to see what I come up with. All we get around is what they call placer gold. It's small, bits and pieces. You get what they call pickers, which is small nuggets, but they're not really big. But it's in New England, especially Maine, New Hampshire, and Vermont. You can pretty much pan just about any stream, and you'll get some gold. Not a lot, but it all depends on. There are certain streams that are better than others, so a lot of fun. Just something to do. I'm not busy doing this. Okay, we'll pass. No, chip necklace. Let's see how we do for time. 9 o'clock. Okay, we'll do that. I'm gonna switch off. I got a couple. Like I said, I don't have a whole lot in the way that's not jewelry. I've got one item that is a Hallmark piece that I came across that's in the estate, and it's a Lionel Freedom Train observation car. It is an ornament. I did look it up, and this is dated 2007. So for the Hallmark ornament, start this at $4. Now, take it out of the box. I think I can safely, because it's in a plastic case inside, so you can see what it looks like. There's the ornament. So put it back. But I don't know. I know it's not exactly Christmassy time, but Christmas in July, as they say, right? So anyway, I thought I'd put it out there, see if there's anybody interested in it. It's just something I came across when I was going through the estate stuff. So I'll give you a shot at it. I haven't done earrings yet. I should do some earrings. I don't know for sure. No, these don't seem to be. They're a little bit tarnished. Okay, we'll pass on this. I've got some earrings that are there. I'm gonna set those down there for a second, and I'll show them up close for a second. Type in Lighthouse earrings. Start these at $6. I'm not sure if they're silver or silver plated, the hooks, but basically they are. I think see if we can get the light on there really good. There we go. You can see the earrings are basically a lighthouse, and it's a shepherd's hook style earring, and there's a little bit of tarnish on them, not a lot, but a little. They're not marked that I could find anywhere on the bottom or on, and there's the back. So you see the back of the earring, so you know what they look like front and back. But I did not see any markings on them. If there's any interest in the lighthouse earrings. If not, I have a different pair, same price. These are gold tone, and these have a little green bead at the base. And these are post style. And that's what they look like. So green bead gold tone earrings, also $6. Just to see if anybody was interested in earrings. I didn't have a whole lot in the way of earrings. I have another pair of screwback earrings that are lucite. Anybody's interested in that? And I think I don't even know what to ask for lucite screwback earrings anymore because I have these lucite ones as well, and they're definitely screwback. But I know lucite stuff is was very popular at one time. But anyway, there they are. But I wasn't a fan. That wasn't the estate stuff, so I thought, that's why I know how old it is. Okay, no interest in the earrings. We'll pass on both of those. And I got another brooch. It looks like an agate in the middle of it. Oops. But it is definitely not silver. There's the back. There's the. Get it on camera here. Sorry. There's the end. No markings, but the stone is kind of. It does feel cold. I think it's just a simple agate. Maybe even dyed. I don't recall seeing purple quite like that in an agate. And I think for that, oops, let me get the earrings out of there. I don't know much about this, so I'm just going to call this the purple brooch. $3. Looks like 2 leaves. And it feels cold to the touch, but I think it's dyed agate. All right. Let's see here. Well, I have. I'm going to put it up on the thing here. Board. This one is. It looks like 24 inch. Let's pass on the. We'll pass on that, and we get this. This is. It's funny how cold this feels, but yet I know it's not stone. And it still has the original price tag on it, so I'll show you that in a minute. This is 24 inch also, or just shy of 24 inch. But it's alternating silver tone and gold tone. Why it feels cold to the touch, I'm not sure. It is metal, but let me bring that back a little bit. There we go. We're going to call this a silver and gold necklace, gold tone. Necklace. We'll start this at $5, and you'll see why in a minute. So I found the original price on it. Now, granted, this is from probably years ago. But it's actually a brand name. It's called the Best of Everything. And the original price was $10. So I'll ask half of that. And there's the toggle. And it does have the name on the little hang tag. I'm trying to get loose here. That little hang tag just says best. So maybe I'm underselling this. I don't know. It is pretty. It's got some weight to it. Surprisingly, some weight to it. But it's not marked any other way. other than saying best. And it's got some, like I say, it's got some weight to it. Leaf and purple pen. Okay, Randy, gotcha. What did I say? $3 on that? Yes. Purple. Yeah. All right, so mark it with your name. Tag on it. So thank you. All right, put that beer stuff as well. Okay. Alrighty. So you say this is Super Gold, and it's by the company. It says best of everything on it. Just in case I wasn't clear about that. And it's like I said, it's really odd how this feels cold to me compared to some of the other the acrylic stuff. And like I said, there's the original tag and the hang tag that's on there, and the clasp. It's got, I mean, why it's got 2 rings. Let me pull it apart here. So you can see it actually has 2 rings on the end. So I guess it's adjustable in an odd sense. And then there's the toggle and there's the hang tag. So, but I don't know. It's a mystery to me. Okay. Oh yeah, this is another really, really long piece. I'm guessing this next piece really that long. Oh, that tag is getting in the way. Hang on a second. Let me just untangle this. Wow. Okay. Okay. We'll pass on this guy. And oh man, I can't get over that. How much that weighs. Now I get this one that's purple crystals and purple beads, and we'll show them up close here first. And that looks like, kind of I wouldn't call that. It's not white. These are not white. They're kind of like a cream or a cream color bead. You can see the varying crystals and things in there. And I am doubling this thing up on the board. It is 40 inches long. So, I'm going to call this the Purple and More necklace. 40 inch. And we'll start this at $6. There's no clasp anywhere on here. It is just one continuous piece. So I'm trying to show as much of it as I can here. I'm doing it that way. Oh, I see Marlene at 6. I'm going to try and be good now and put the stuff up on the screen. I keep forgetting to do that. So we'll say going once. going twice. I think it helps to put it up on the screen because people watching the video later will see that there's a bid on it and know that, and if they don't look at the chat, at least see from the video that it's been sold. Last call. Sold Marlene for $6. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alrighty, we'll put that. I'll bag that up right now. Put that in your bag of stuff. Write your name on it just to make sure it doesn't get. I did have a tag on it, so I took the tag off because it's hanging up with it. Okay, thank you, thank you. Yeah, and I've been meaning to do that all along, and I just, I get thinking ahead. And so when I think ahead, I don't think for the moment. I think you guys know what I mean. Okay, so I've got another necklace and bracelet set. Is that true? Did I show this one? No, I didn't. Another necklace and bracelet set. I got an untangle here for some reason. Oh, I see what I did. Give me a second. Okay, and this one has, I'm going to say, faux pearls and beads, and it has a matching bracelet, which I'll show in a minute here. Let me back this up a little bit. Bring the camera down. There. Okay. yeah, I know. I one of these days I'll convince my wife to help. We actually need to set it up in a different place though, because I'm literally sitting in about a 3-foot square space. It wouldn't be room for her in here. I could barely move my chair. Okay. We'll call this the Faux Pearl and More set. I can't remember what I was going to ask for this. I think I'm going to start this one a little higher than most of the stuff I've been doing tonight. I'm going to start this one at 10. Bugs hanging out here. Okay, let me show the bracelet up close to me. It is a toggle, but it's a really different kind of toggle in the sense that most of the toggles you see have a straight toggle. This one's got little curves to it, and I didn't see a label on it anywhere. Markings on the bracelet anyway. But you can see it goes in it even around the. Let me see if I get that. There we go. It's all right. You can see around the stone they even have a little accenting rhinestones around the black, and then they have the large acrylic piece like they do on the major necklace, again with a little accent on the end. And then the necklace itself is looks like about 22-inch. Again, similar toggle. I did not see any markings on this one. I don't know. But it has the same similar pattern that the bracelet has. So, and on the near the toggle, it's got the small little faux pearl beads leading up to the toggle. So I guess if you think about that in that way, it probably rests more comfortably. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't wear necklaces, so I could only guess. That's that nice little set. So it is. I got a fan going now. If you're talking about asking me if it cooled off yet, it was in the 80s today, and it's been nice actually. It was very comfortable. It's 79 in my room right now, but I don't have air conditioning, so I'm lucky I can keep it that cool up here. So we had a beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous today. It was in the lower 80s, low humidity, nice breeze, mixture of sun and clouds. Beautiful day. Yeah, I'm sure they're having a great time tonight at the fireworks downtown in Burlington. They do theirs on the 3rd. Burlington is the largest city in Vermont, for those that don't know. So about 50, 60,000 people. So not that big compared to other cities. Anyway, okay, so there's that set. I'm going to leave that up for a moment while I look for the next one. Okay. I think this one. Okay, we'll pass on this. And hopefully where everybody else is I know we're watching I guess we're being told the Northeast doesn't have to worry about this hurricane that's down in the Caribbean, so it's not going to come anywhere near us. So I'm good about that. Okay, I think this is hematite, and this is 18-inch hematite with this, and we'll start this one and what do they want on this? $7. Start on this one. And we'll bring it up closer here. So I had to have that board further back because it was just too much. All the stuff that was so long. So this one also has a toggle clasp. No. Tag out of the way again here. You see, this has got the regular straight toggle like you see on most of them. No label that I could find. There's a little bit of tarnish on there, so it might be silver plate, but it's not marked. And then the beads themselves, and these are definitely stone. And you can see these odd little accents of like these little discs, and then the silver tone beads in between every so often. So larger and smaller. So they keep it, interesting, I guess. To have some variation in it to make it look more interesting. But that's that hematite piece. Oh, Chicago. My only experience, I never went to the city itself. Always just the airport, which is about 20 miles outside the city. So all I saw of Chicago was what I saw from the air. Never got to visit the city, even though I got stuck there overnight one time. A trip, I was just too tired. I was a trip back from Europe, missed my connecting flight, and we ended up staying overnight in the airport at the hotel. So too tired to take any kind of transportation into the city. Plus, it was in the middle of the night anyway, so probably not a good idea to go into Chicago at night if you don't know your way around. All right, let me fix my camera. It's missed around for some reason. Moving on me. There. Okay. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of cities. I grew up in rural Maine and now rural Vermont, so kind of like that. I've driven in many of the cities. I've driven in Dallas. I've driven San Jose, San Francisco, Boston, Montreal. Montreal's not far from us, so it's probably the biggest. That's probably the closest city to us. And then, I know there's been others. Pittsburgh. a few other cities along the way when we drove to Florida. But anyway, yeah, that doesn't bother me to drive in the cities, but another place I want to stay. Okay, well, let's see. We'll pass on that. And let's see. Oh, I have some other. Oh, I gotta show this one. Almost forgot this one. I have a vintage brooch that it has interesting markings. So, all right, I'm going to call this I'm going to see if I can spell this right. Marcasite brooch, marked sterling. And I'm relatively confident this is sterling, but so I'm going to start this at $10. And you'll see why. This is vintage, definitely vintage. And you can see, and then the back. Now see if I can get the focus on where it says where it has the markings here. You can see it very finely again here. It is very faint. But right above the pin, let me see if I can get that to focus without the glare. Maybe if I pull the light away a little bit. There. You can see a marking right there. That's where it says 92. Right, it says STER 925. It's not just marked sterling. It's marked marked 925. Let me get my loop and reread it just to make sure I'm telling you what it says. Oh no, it doesn't say sterling. It says silver 925. Sorry. So right about there you go. We can sort of make that out, but it says underneath the pin it says silver, and just above the pin it says 925. And yes, it is tarnished. We tried to clean it up a little bit. You can see the clasp here on the end, what the style of clasp it is. No, I didn't close it. That was really smart of me. I'll try and get a good up close look here so you can see it up close. It'll focus. I think against my skin like that it works best. Probably you have to drive to Hyde Park. Hyde Park in New York? Oh. Because there's a Hyde Park in Vermont, you know. Not as big. But. Anyway, so there's that piece of vintage, I think, vintage jewelry. And I can't say, again, I can't guarantee it, but boy, it sure has all the qualities of being silver to me. So, okay, Marlene, it's no problem. I will hold off on invoicing. You didn't catch it at the beginning, but I'm not doing anything next week, probably, or because I wouldn't have time to ship it before we go on vacation the following week. So I'll be out for the next 2 weeks, but when I get back, I'll definitely back into it again. So probably the 20, around the 24th or 25th. So is there a missing stone in the middle? I don't think so. I think it's just the way the coloration is. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, you gotta hold. I think it's the way the light's hitting it. Does that help if I move it back and forth so you can see? Hold at different angles. Gives you. All depends on how the light hits it, right? And how you hold it, it kind of really does do some weird stuff. Yeah, very light. Yeah, let's see if I really hit the light hard on it. get the focus. Does that help? I hope. Okay. Going once, going twice. Let's go. Ah! My goodness, the computer's acting goofy. Sold for $10 to Randy. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to. I'm trying to be good about showing this. Like I said, I'll do it again now. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let me put your name on that one. Come on. My goodness, my fingers don't want to cooperate tonight. Okay, put your box. I have a box ready for you, yours to go. So, okay. That. Come on, computer. Okay, we shove this. I'm getting down to the end of my box of stuff. Oh, I almost forgot these beauties. This is not jewelry per se, but this is marked, and I will show it. Now let me get it up here like that. There we go. Little heart-shaped guy. You put the thing there so you get a rough idea of the size. What was this mark? I wrote them. This is etched or signed Rosenthal. So Rosenthal crystal heart. I think I was going to start this at 10. Let's see if anybody's interested in that. I don't know if I can get the signature to show. I had to look at it on the loop, but there it is. So right in front of my finger there, you can sort of see it. There it is. Come on. I'm trying to get it so the light hits it just right. There we go. And you can see it says Rosenthal. Let's get that little shield kind of thing right in between, right in the middle of the name. Yeah, I know. May 21st. Yes, I will do that, Randy. I will get that out tomorrow. I didn't think I missed May 21st. I'll go back and look. Thank you. I knew I did. I knew I didn't do last week. And I think I confused because Marlene had asked me to hold her stuff, and I think I mistakenly held your stuff as well. And then I realized that by 2 days ago, and I said, "Oh," and then I said, "Well, I might as well just wait." Because it didn't, I invoice you, and then I'll be invoicing you again if you buy anything else. So I apologize. So okay, so Rosenthal, whole heart crystal, you can see pink, very pink. If there's any interest in that, and not, we will pass on that. And there was some more jewelry. Another brooch that was really interesting. I think this is also another vintage piece. Gold tone brooch. I may have shown this in the past. It just looks familiar to me. Again, this is from the estate, as most of this has been. Almost everything tonight has been from the estate, except for the earrings and the watches, the watch straps. So let's start this one at, I don't know, $4. Is that fair? I really don't know much about them, except the little fake pearls in the middle. There's no markings in the back. It's that regular, roll, the kind of thing that you turn for the pin. No, not really. The pin's not really sticking. It sticks out a little bit, just a tiny little bit. You really have to put your finger on it to hit it. But I think the camera closer rather than hold it against the white background. There, that's nice. That shows it better. So, I'll see necklace and earrings. Oh, yes. Yes, right. I have that. Yes. Yep. I have that in your box of stuff. Yep. That's right, because I had a long break between May and June. And I guess we had thought we'd be doing something in June. And I think was being held. Maybe, I don't know, it was supposed to be if I was supposed to hold it or not. I don't recall. But anyway, I'll have to go look at my list because I usually write hold on the list. But yes, I remember that very specifically, and I have it in your box of stuff. So, yeah, thank you. I appreciate your patience. Okay, no interest in the brooch, so we'll pass on the brooch. And I got some really unusual stuff here. Technically, I guess you could use it for charms or arrow necklaces. This is the way they came, in this little box. This little plastic case. I tried to look at these. There's some wear to them. And I did a lookup of them. You took the image and did the search. And it says it's one site said it was Saint Benedict. Or, yeah, I think it was Saint Benedict. It is not in English on this thing. Is anybody interested in anything like this? Because if you are, I would entertain. There's, how many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8, 9 of them. There's 9 of them. They're all the same. And on the back side, it looks like that. Focus now, come on. Backside actually is in better shape as far as focusing it on. And there's the front. So it is definitely some type of saint, I suspect. I think they said Saint Benedict, or at first I thought it was going to be Saint Christopher. That was the most common one out there usually. I didn't know if they'd been interested. It just said this was in the estate, and so I would just entertain. If anybody's interested, I'm just putting this in the chat so that people will know. And if there's any interest, let me know. I don't know what's a fair price. I saw them all over the place. So, but again, it's part of the estate, so I thought I'd throw it out there. Oh, so this is the last of the jewelry from the estate. Oh no, I got one more piece. So I've got this matching set. These are really cold to the touch. This necklace, and see, there's one from this guy. This is a long one. 28-inch long necklace and matching clip earrings. Again, tells you you get the camera up here. And it came in this really nice little case. That's the way they were. Maybe that's just the way they had it. But so it is black, white, and gold tone. So And I'm going to ask a $10 start on this. I'll show it up close. It's really long. And again, it doesn't have a clasp. These feel like, I'm guessing these are the black is probably hematite because it's very cold to the touch. The white, not so much. And of course the gold tone beads. But so you can see the pattern here. And the interesting thing is, it is knotted between the beads. That is usually an indication of fairly high quality when they knot between the beads. So not in this section here is not knotted, but between the black beads or hematite, it's knotted. Let me see if that'll show on camera. Sorta. Very pretty. And then the hematite clip earring. See if we can get that to show properly. There we go. Put my palm. There. That's better. So you get a look at it. Just a simple clip style earrings. So which I know most people don't use anymore, but and then I have another set that I'll throw in of hematite earrings that look like they're on sterling. I say that I think they look like they're on sterling because they're badly tarnished. Hoops. So I'll include those so that you do have sort of matching earrings. The only thing is that these have silver beads in between them. These weren't originally part of that set, but I thought, if somebody wants to wear a matching set of sorts, there it is. So, okay. All right. Looking at other things. Oh no, I almost forgot this one. I had it buried here. Almost lost it. Okay. We'll pass on this. Back against the case. And I'm going to take this off a blackboard because I think it shows better on white. A really interesting little copper toned necklace and matching bracelet. And I'll show them, and it doesn't have a name on it. It's called Big Beads. See that? And there's a clasp. This feels like about a 7-inch bracelet. I can measure it for sure. It's got little purple crystals in between, purple and light, kind of an aqua ones, and then the pattern throughout here. And then the necklace itself, also labeled baked beads. There's the clasp there. It's a copper tone, and it does have an extender on it. So it's without the extender, it looks to be about 16-inch. With the extender, closer to 17 or 18. And that's the back. It's kind of hanging. So you can see the way it looks. And for this, what was I doing with this? I think I was going to start that at 10, but you know what? It's a set. I'm going to call this the copper tone set. We'll start this at $8. Is it any interest? Probably got it backwards. There we go. There we go. That looks better. Now you can see all the little purple little stones in there. Little purple, light purple stones in there. Is that showing up really well? I can't tell. Maybe against my hand is better. But all of these have stones in them, in the leaves. So, is that the last of it? I mean, I have literally a box full of stuff here. I just haven't gone through it all yet. I've got one more piece I was going to show, and then we'll call it a night probably. Okay, no interest in the copper set. We'll set that aside. And I've got this, it's magnetic, so I can make it whatever length I want. Set, let me back it up. Bring the camera down. So, magnetic necklace. We're starting this at $10. And it's a combination of it feels like looks like hematite and blue crystals and silver tone beads. Overall length on this thing is 12, 24. I guess 36. Yep. The overall length on this is 36, and you can see it is clingy. And the ends look like this. There is no clasp. You make it whatever length you want by just bring it like so. And so what I did is, these are all being held by the magnets here, which is kind of cool. So, okay. And we'll pass on that. Alrighty. Okay, hope my fan's been going next to me here all evening. I hope that hasn't been making too much noise in the microphone. The microphone's not in a direct path of it. It shouldn't pick up too much of it. But thank you all for being here, and for those that are watching later, thank you. Please like and subscribe. When you can, it helps a lot. I know I try to do the same for others. So, and it does really make a difference to the algorithms that YouTube has out there. So I appreciate people clicking on thumbs up and subscribing. We have picked up some new subscribers in the past week or so, which I appreciate. Thank you all. And I know that there's a lot of competing things out there. So not just other auctions, but other things, because it's summer. Yeah, it's happening to me too. So that's why for the next 2 weeks we will not be doing an auction. Pretty much the month of June was crazy. We had visitors out of town we had to spend time with. We had graduation, which was enjoyable. That we had a lot of fun with. And yeah. So I will, if I get a chance, I will definitely let you know how things are going from our vacation, and I'll post maybe a few shorts out there or something like that. The place we're going is absolutely gorgeous. up in Canada. So, and I highly recommend it. So, okay. Okay. Thanks, Randy. Yeah, you as well. Have a happy 4th tomorrow, everyone, and have a blessed evening. Whoops, didn't type it right, did I? Let's try that typing. It's the 4. I hit the shift key too quick. All right.